Hello, my name is Dallas Cornish, and this is my first check-in presentation. Problem statement. Financial and time limitations can prevent households from organizing or hosting events such as anniversaries, birthday parties, and bachelorette parties, etc. Social issues create constraints on these households that can have emotional implications, such as families struggling to provide their children with the celebration and joy that comes with well-planned birthday parties. Hourly wage and monthly income is extremely low in comparison to total expenses such as rent, food, and insurance, etc. However, it is important for annual celebrations to be honored because they hold traditional and cultural values that bring people together to strengthen relationships and help create unforgettable memories. So, the first thing I did after I decided what to work on for the project, which I really struggled coming up with an idea that would be like one of my passions, but also something that I could learn something from and also feel motivated to actually get into the project. So that was my main struggle, was to pick a subject for the project. But once I got it down, I wanted to do some background research of a target audience to get a little bit more context. And this was single parents was my whole original thought of why I wanted to do this project. Because when I grew up, my parents were divorced, so I didn't have a single parent household completely, but it did feel like I had two different households with single parents that did not communicate with each other very well, who did not help each other out of despite. So I really felt for those kids who struggle having a single parent and them all doing full-time jobs, but also trying to keep you in a sport, keeping you in school, and also making sure that they have enough time with you to bond and doing things for you. So this was my whole original idea of why I wanted to do this type of project. So let's get into it. In the United States today, nearly 24 children live in a single parent family household. With single parent families, most children, 1.5 million, live in mother only households. And this fact hit me really hard because I already know how difficult females have it in this type of society, and not just in every aspect, but mainly the workforce aspect. We don't get that many advantages as a male technically would. So having this, and then also knowing that many of them are mothers only that don't have that help, it kind of just broke my heart a little bit. But more than 6 million kids live with cohabitating parents, and 3.5 million kids live in father only households, according to 2021 estimates. A number of long-term demographic trends have fueled this increase, including marrying later, declining marriage rates, increasing divorce rates, and an uptick in babies born to single mothers. I put this fact in there because it's the why as to single parent households are becoming so much more popular and growing. And I have a feeling this is only going to grow because knowing my generation and generations after, you can see a pattern of all of this increasing. I also did some research on the average household income to help determine the best prices for my company to make sure that it's fair and just for those who don't have the same benefits and time and resources as a normal household with a higher average income would. So the research that I found is the average monthly expenses among all households totaled 6,081, which is 72,967 annually. That's up 9% from 2021. The average monthly expenses for a family of two is 6,372 or 76,468 annually. The average monthly expense for a family of three is 7,189 or 86,265 annually. The average monthly expense for a family of four would be 8,460 or 101,514 annually. And the average household expenses increase year after year. So this would be rent and insurance and groceries and all the little things such as gas are continuously growing each year. So yes, they have a pretty good annual income, but they're spending most of it on things such as rent and can't do can't afford to also have those little things on the side as much as other people would like to, such as like a birthday party. They will spend a couple $100 to throw their kid a birthday party, not, or maybe not even a couple hundred, just to make sure that they have enough for the budget of their family household. The technology and families. So my company is going to be online, and which makes it easy to book for families, but that means that technology is vital. And I believe that technology is vital. I did a little bit of research and found out that technology affects a firm's ability to communicate with others. Technology also helps a business understand its cash flow needs and preserve precious resources such as time and physical space, can communicate with shipment coordinators at a different location. Tensions and distrust are less likely to evolve. Technology can be used to protect financial data, confidential executive decisions, and other proprietary information that leads to competitive advantages. A business that has the technology capacity to research new opportunities will stay ahead of its competition. So I believe that doing research on technology and how it can benefit a company, but also how to make it benefit a company is very important and vital, since I'm going all online, or mainly online for bookings and communications with other companies and stuff. A little bit about me. I'm majoring in business entrepreneurship and Meyer to be an event planner. So this is, surprisingly, I struggled to pick a topic, but I kind of wanted to involve it with what I want to do in the future, which is event planning. I coordinate social events and the media page for our USF All Girl team, as well as like my own personal platforms. I kind of juggle both, but I mainly focus on our cheer page, and I do things such as like our TikToks and our Instagram holds and reels, so that we kind of capture people's attentions and get recruits in to come the next year to try out. We want them to see our page as how we are and how we are as a family, because you don't want to lie on social media and you want to attract them in. So I also run our social events such as like holiday parties, our Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners, and our team bondings that we do outside of practice. That we have 47 girls. So being able to juggle all of the money and the opinions of 47 girls is honestly a lot. I helped my mom craft her wedding invitations when I was young. So when she got remarried, I just remember sitting in the kitchen and helping her hand DIY her wedding invitations. And I thought they were so much prettier than the normal wedding invitation or the evites that people are doing nowadays. I feel like it made it more memorable and more emotional, like emotionally attached to the wedding, because we handed it ourselves. I am known as the planner of my friend group, so details are designated to my responsibilities. Whenever we do like group hangouts and stuff, it's kind of just known that I have to make the plans because nobody else will, or they just won't go as accordingly. And fun fact, I just never knew that this is what I wanted my passion and like future career to be about until recently. I had no clue what I wanted to do until like a couple months ago, and I just figured out that this is my strongest suit and I enjoy it so much that this is what I actually want to do in the future. So my plan of action. I did a little bit of research. I wish I could have done more, but I feel like I got a good head start for what I want to do. And next, my plan of action is to conduct more research on the market, create business goals, a starting target audience, and pricing structures and budgeting to match the household, their annual and monthly income. Begin to establish an online presence for an independent business that allows individuals to rent decorations for household events, such as looking at ideas such as web development. And I want to create multiple variations and themes of not only birthday parties, but any type of event or hosting event that somebody could do. So I need to start organizing those types of ideas. The setup will be included. So when someone creates a booking of one of our packages, we go and personally set up the decorations. And if they choose to have catering, if they choose to have games, we physically set it up for them. And I would also like to, I don't know if right away, but eventually include some type of food venue, because I know when you're juggling like a single parent work and taking your kids to school and doing like house chores, you don't really have time to cook the best food or even just set it up properly. So I would like to also include that because I feel like it would help de-stress households when hosting. So yeah, this is my project, and thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed.